ready. Now we can.
Podcast. Two guys talking without wearing pants. Pantless. Podcast. You can take our ideas.
Welcome back to the Pantless Podcast. Here's your host, Austin Travis. Take it away, guys. What's going on? Stop screaming.
Or was that you screaming?
Oh,
Me or you? Who screamed?
I scream, you scream, we all scream for podcasting.
That's right.
That's it. Hey, welcome back, sir,
Welcome.
to the greatest show no one knows about.
That's right. If anybody knew about it, we'd have to cancel ourselves.
Hey, there's plenty of people getting canceled right now. It's just not us.
Okay. Lame.
If I had Twitch, I probably would have gotten well, no, I don't have any money, so therefore I couldn't play the game that everybody's getting canceled for. So no, I wouldn't have got canceled this week anyway.
What are people playing that's getting them canceled?
The new ooh, nice drink. I like it.
Yeah.
The new Harry Potter, the new Hogwarts Legacy. I've only got a boring Dr. Pepper. No, the new Hogwarts Legacy. That people are being stupid.
What are they doing? Are they like hacking it and like running
No,
around
I guess
yelling this thing?
because there's that community that's canceling J.K. Rowling
Yeah.
for some comments she made.
Yeah.
So they're also bullying anybody on Twitch. Basically, anybody on Twitch, there's like bullying going on where they're like going in and into the chat and like bullying these. There's a website you can go to that's tracking everyone on Twitch that's playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Just so they can get
Cancel them and bully them off of playing it.
That is terrible.
Yep.
That is just that's not a nice thing to do.
It's not okay. I don't care how bad things are. I watched some. I kind of was following it for a while, and it's just disturbing and depressing. But you know what isn't?
Yeah. What's not depressing?
What'd you eat this week?
Oh, what did I eat this week? I had tacos tonight. Tacos,
Nice.
That's always.
The wife made enchiladas for us earlier in the week. She didn't even tell it. She just made it. And it's like homemade enchiladas, and they were just so dang good. I even took some to work the next day. We did some fried potatoes, spam, and eggs scramble last night.
Love it.
Chili cheese tater tot. We've not been eating healthy lately.
You know, eating healthy, that's not an American thing to do.
It's overrated. Overrated. But you know what? No.
There's two things that Americans are good at. Eating crap food and buying guns. That's
I do one of the two.
Yeah. Don't worry. You'll have a deep fried Twinkie this year.
No, the food is the one I do. I don't.
Oh. Okay.
No, nah, that's not what I do. But hey, did you watch that Nintendo Direct that happened earlier in the week?
There was a Nintendo Direct?
Yeah, there was. Wednesday. I was excited.
It was a good one, man.
It started out a little bit on the rough side. Now, they did date Pikmin 4.
Yeah, I've actually never played a Pikmin game. So.
Me neither. It's going to be coming out 7/21 of this year.
Which is really surprising. Because all of the rumors that were floating around before were that Zelda was going to be the last release before Nintendo's next console.
Yeah, but I heard mid last year that this game was done. They were just sitting on it. They were just like, you know what, we'll release it eventually. So this game's been done for 6 months, and they're just like, you know, we can release it now, or we can release it next year.
Yeah.
The next game on my notes here, I made notes because there was as soon as they're like, this is a 40-minute direct, I'm like, I better write this down. There was no way I was remembering this. there's a game that I'm like, I think Austin might like this game.
Okay.
It's a good party game. That Samba de Amigo Party Central.
Yeah, I could see myself playing it. I have played games like that. My son's got an Oculus, and he's got a game like that.
This comes out summer 23. It's not got a full date. Not a game I would play, but I would love to watch you play it.
It's got to be cheap. If it's like
it'll probably be a $30 title.
30 is pushing.
It'll be a $30
resell for 20.
Bayonetta Origins.
That looked weird. That was interesting looking.
Everybody's like, that's not Bayonetta.
Right.
It's a 100% different style game. That comes out March 17th. Disney Illusion Island, July 28th. Yep. Looks interesting, but it's 4-player co-op, but only on the same Switch. You can't. There's no online.
It's couch play exclusive.
Couch play exclusive.
Nice.
Which is weird. Sea of Stars, August 29th. That game looked good.
Sea of Stars. Which one was that one?
It was the JRPG that looks kind of like Chrono Trigger. Kind of the top-down 2D, 3D.
They showed quite a few of those. They showed quite a few of those.
Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. Finally got dated for April 21st. Which I might look into getting that one. I didn't play it on the DS.
Yeah, I didn't. I never played on the DS either. That was an arcade game, wasn't it? At one point,
maybe like early on.
Where? I don't remember. I have played.
It's a turn-based like military game. This is the game that should have came out last April.
Yeah.
But because of the war in Ukraine, Nintendo shelved this game because I guess the main bad guys in the storyline are the Russians invading a country. It's like it's a Russian type military, and they're like, let's not release this game right now.
I'm into tactic games, and they announced one of my favorite tactic games of all time, and they announced it in a giant collection format. And that was the Mega Man Battle Network.
Yeah, I didn't write that one down because I don't care.
Those games are fantastic.
Yeah,
so I was pretty excited when they showed that. They didn't give it a lot of time, but I saw it was like the whole series.
Then Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe with a epilogue full. It's almost like its own game. Like you beat the game, and then it's like here's a completely different game.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can't play this until you've beaten the main story. It's like, that's weird. You want to know the big news? Game Boy and Game Boy Color is going to be on the online service. The 20 a year, we're getting Game Boy Color. And that's going to come with Tetris, Super Mario Land 2, which it's like I didn't write the full title down. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX, Gargoyle's Quest, Game & Watch Gallery 3, Alone in the Dark, never even heard of it, Metroid 2, Wario Land 3, Kirby's Dream Land, which I start to finish beat Kirby's Dream Land on the original Game Boy probably about 30, 40 times.
Yeah.
Because the only two games that I really played a lot of on my 3 games that I played on my original Game Boy, the big brick one, was Kirby's Dream Land, Wave Race, and Pokemon Blue. I want Wave Race on this service. Now, they showed, like, the boxes of the coming soon, and I didn't really catch what all was on there.
As a Zelda guy, I saw that both of the Oracle games are...
I saw those two. I saw Seasons and Ages. I don't know much. I didn't play Zelda. The first Zelda game I ever played was Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Was the very first and only Zelda game I've ever played. So, was not a big Zelda person growing up. I'm excited about what they could do with the Game Boy Color, because the library is massive. And the fact that they mixed those two into one, just into the Game Boy lineup, is interesting.
Yep.
Do you think the Pokemon... Do you think they release Pokemon Red and Blue? Or Yellow? Do they do Yellow?
So, I don't think that's the question. I think they will, but the question is, are we going to have to pay for it? That's the question.
I think they drop it into the service like they did Pokemon Snap.
If they do, that
64.
would be...
No, yes. The 60... They did Snap with 64, right?
Yep. And I think, did they announce Pokemon Stadium?
Yeah, Stadium and Stadium 2, or was it Coliseum? Whichever ones were on the 64.
Yeah, I think it was Stadium and Stadium 2.
Yeah, they already announced those.
Stadium was Gen 1 and Stadium 2 was Gen 2.
Which ones... didn't both those have the... You could bring your Pokemon over from like Red and Blue and play it in Stadium 1?
Yeah, they had the cartridge that plugged into the bottom and you plugged in your Game Boy.
Yeah.
And they had where you could actually play the game using your N64 controller, and then you could move Pokemon back and forth through Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Home.
Yeah, I wonder...
So it would be cool if that was a thing, and you could play if it was all on the service. But the thing is, well, I guess it's not that big a deal, because Pokemon... I was going to say the N64 one is the expansion pass, but if you have the expansion, then you already got the Game Boy one, so...
Yeah.
And will those... that would be tricky. Can the emulator go back? Can you pull a ROM from the Game Boy emulator and move it over into your N64
That'd
emulator?
be the problem. The Game Boy is part of the basic service, 64 is it. So, it's... Now, the next bit was that they announced that Game Boy Advance is coming to the expansion pass. So, you might have to have... You would have to have the expansion pass for the Game Boy, the Pokemon stuff. But they announced for Game Boy Advance, Super Mario Advance 4, WarioWare Incorporated Mega Micro Games, Kororin. Butchered that one. You're welcome.
That was pretty close, I think.
Mario Kart Super Circuit, which I never played that one on the Advance. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I'm excited. I have. That's the one I want to play. I've heard good things about that game.
Yeah,
never
that's
played
what
it.
I was saying. Never played. I'm in the same boat. Never played it, but I heard great things.
Then The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap, which I feel like that's value right there.
Yeah. You're right. I probably should start playing that again. That way I can get through.
Yeah.
Play it again.
So when that came on screen, I was like, uh-oh. I remember having on the original Game Boy, I had the Crash Test Dummies game, too. That one was pretty fun. I don't know if you ever played that one.
No.
It was kind of like there was really not much value other than it was just a time waster. Driving down riding in the backseat of a car. But Wave Race is the one I want for Game Boy.
That'd be interesting. I never played it on the Game Boy. I think I played it on the Sega Genesis, I believe. Is it a side scrolling, or is it like you're behind the Wave Runner?
It's like a top down. Like, did you ever play the original Micro Machine games on the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo?
I think so.
It's like those where you're looking at you're looking at the top of the car, and it's driving, and even when you're driving in this direction, you're still looking, like the camera doesn't move. The camera just kind of follows in a general direction.
Okay.
So you have to kind of know, oh, I'm driving down, so the turn controls are inverted kind of situation. Right. You could see, I think you could see most of the track and all the boats are driving around the track and the camera doesn't move. But I think it might move a little bit, because I don't know if on the bigger tracks you can see the full track. It kind of follows a little bit, but it doesn't rotate at all. Played the crap out of that game. Countless, like hundreds of hours. Probably was only like 10, 20 or 30, but it felt like you could only get like 2 hours out of 4 AA batteries, so. I killed a ton of batteries. Till Mom and Dad died, they finally decided to spend some money and get me some rechargeable batteries.
There you go.
So, but the big announcement after that was the one I'm fully excited for, but I'm broke and can't afford it, was Metroid Prime Remaster that shadow dropped that day.
Yeah.
But comes out.
So if you've got $40, you can buy it right now.
And I have not watched any videos about it, but everything I've been reading, everybody's just stunned at how good this game is. How good it looks. How well the port was. It's not really even ported, it was completely remade. Because everyone thought that we were going to get a Prime trilogy. All 3 games were going to come out. They're just going to be slightly ported, up-resed, not much work done. But they surprised us by just completely remaking the first one.
Yep.
And like I said, it came out on the 8th at $40. The physical edition comes out the 22nd. Which I'm wondering if Walmart might sell that for a little lower. Sometimes it'll be, I think the $40 games will sell for like 33 or 34.
Yeah.
So I might wait and see.
Yeah.
And I'll let you guys know.
I think that's cheaper than what it was when it came out on the GameCube.
22nd. That's another 2 weeks from Wednesday. It's a week from this next coming Wednesday. 2 Wednesdays from now.
Yeah. On the second Wednesday from tonight.
Then they did a sizzle reel. Scissor reel. And a game I'm excited for, another game I'm excited for, comes out on Valentine's Day, called Blanc.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's an inexpensive game as well.
You can pre-order it, but I haven't went and price checked it yet.
It's like I want to say it was like $18 if I remember right.
God, that's so good. That's a local co-op game that I'm gonna get it for me and the wife to play, because I think my wife would love that game. And I think that'd be a good game to play, because I like that art style.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but it really looks like it looks like a fun co-op game.
Right.
So, and then the big bombshell to wrap up the whole thing. Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Good sized trailer for it, but still not much. Okay. Release date 5/12/23. I went on the actual online onto the eShop, and it is pre-orderable for $70.
Gosh. $70.
That one's good. I don't know if we'll see. We'll see what money I have when it comes out. I near the end of the trailer for that one. What happened? I want to know what happens to Link.
Oh, when like he gets his power,
his whole right side is like messed up. Because he shows in that trailer that he's got that deal on his arm. He's like able to like control stuff. But at the end of the trailer, his shirt's all in tatters, and from like maybe about here across the shoulder, is all just solid black, like charred.
Right. Yeah, and that's something that was noticed when I think it was in the first trailer.
Was it?
You saw, like, if you were looking, you're like, hey, there's something up with his arm. Something's going on.
I guess I just first noticed it. I hadn't really been paying that much attention.
There's going to be some kind of energy transference, and then there's there was the voice at the beginning, which makes you think that it's Ganondorf, but like because he's like calling all of the things
Yeah, that evil
to
voice at the beginning. See,
boy.
did you beat Breath of the Wild?
Yes.
I didn't. I think I got to the final beast, and a new game came out, and I'm like, I don't like this game, and I stopped. I need to watch it. I need to watch some videos of the ending of Breath of the Wild. That may give me.
Yeah. I was trying to remember, and my Breath of the Wild has been misplaced, so I'm not going to be able to redo it. And I was trying to remember how it ended because it almost looked like that scene. It looked like it was taking place right after,
Probably does.
like literally right after. And so I was wanting to go back and finish, but
we can talk about that after this.
yeah, I'm not going to relive my misery.
But here's my problem with the $70 thing. This will be the same issue with the Bayonetta game and the Hogwarts Legacy. People are going to throw a fit, boycott the game because of a specific reason. They're going to claim for boycotts. Don't buy the game because it costs too much. Don't buy the game, and it'll be the best selling game ever.
Right.
All good games need a strong boycott in order to sell well.
How life is.
It seems
Get famous, get canceled. Yourselves get canceled.
Bayonetta had the boycott because they had an issue with the voice actress, and they hired this other lady, and the original one was like, oh, they did me dirty, boycott this game, and then it was like the best-selling Bayonetta game ever.
Right.
It's like, what was it, Sword and Shield? Pokemon Sword and Shield had a boycott because of the national decks? Or something?
Didn't happen.
Yeah, and everybody's like, oh, boycott this game, and it became like the second best. I think it was second best selling. I don't think it ever surpassed. There's one of them that sold more. I think it's Diamond and Pearl. It's like the best selling, I think. The originals.
The OGs.
So that was the direct. Really excited to see what could come on next. Hey, breaking news.
We've got some breaking news.
Oh snap!
Yeah. It's not anything super kind of rough, but Zach Roloff, who we know from Little People Big World, he had to undergo emergency brain surgery. Things seem to be going well. Don't really have a lot of details, but you can follow his wife's Insta. She's
I don't have that.
TURIROLOFFF.
Okay.
OFF. Tori Roloff. And you can kind of follow along with what's going on, but
don't know who that is.
Little Guys Down. Can I say Little Guys Down?
You said it, but
I said it, but yeah. So it's kind of intense, but I know that a lot of people are into that show, so probably have some kind of emotional investment in them. So,
what's his name?
Prayers, thoughts, positive thoughts, all towards him and his family.
You said Corey?
Her name is Tori.
Tori?
His name's Zach. But yeah,
See,
Tori Roloff is her, and that's her Insta account.
I don't know who he is. Should I know who this guy is?
I mean, you're into it's kind of like a reality show, maybe. I mean, I don't know what you would call it. It's one of those TLC shows that's It's a TLC reality show.
Well, he doesn't look familiar at all. She doesn't look familiar at all. Okay. Hope he's doing all right.
Yeah, hope so.
I see pictures here of him in the hospital all hooked up. He looks like he's doing all right. Or that's old.
I think he's going to be okay.
So. Well. Hey. Before we jump into our movie, let's have some poorly timed, poorly done Super Bowl predictions.
Okay. So, this way people will know.
This will come out
after the Super Bowl.
You'll be seeing this after the Super Bowl, so you'll know who was right. Who's winning it, sir?
Okay, so I think... So
you can't pick Dallas, they're not playing.
Disclaimer, I want the Chiefs to win. But I think Philly is going to win by 8 points.
Ooh, a point?
8 points.
8 a point?
Well,
I have been dead set on. I'm not wavering. I've had my same prediction since both teams made it. Kansas City's going to win this, and I could agree with an 8 point. I think it's going to be a 1 possession game.
Okay.
Kansas City has historically, since Mahomes and Reed has been there, had teams played up or down to their level.
That's fair, yeah.
Like, Kansas City rarely gets just blown out of games, and they rarely really blow teams out. Bad teams play them tough, and good teams play have almost like bad games against them. Kind of weird. Everybody's like, "Oh, the Eagles are the best team. They're the best team we've seen in generations. They're just gonna blow Kansas City out, and it's not even gonna be a competition." I'm like, I'll laugh when I see it. I just don't see it happening. Now, Kansas City could enter the field and have a Josh Allen type breakdown, and just break down like the Bills did against Cincinnati. But I don't see it happening. So
we both say one. We both say 1 possession.
You say Eagles. I say Chiefs.
I think the Eagles will win.
I think Chiefs. I know Chiefs are gonna win.
Oh wow, you know it?
I know it. I've seen. I read the script.
Oh, goddamn you! I knew you probably paid extra. Is that what you get whenever you buy Elon's blue check mark?
Yeah. You get to read the script. I paid for the Plus subscription early in the season.
NFL plus. Triple plus.
I will not totally forget, but I will put the score. No, I'll edit this video before the Super Bowl happens, unless I suck at life and edit late. But I won't. No, score won't be up there because I'll edit this before the Super Bowl happens.
Okay.
But I might or might not upload before this. Yeah, I uploaded super late, as in Monday night last week, so that's not bad.
it threw me for some loops. Because it threw me for some loops, I actually didn't upload until Friday night for the audio side.
Hey, you know what? This is our channel. We can do what we want. You don't know how many times I get to work on Monday morning and go, I forgot to upload. Dang it. So.
Dang me, grab a rope and hang me.
Wait, what? You know what we didn't forget to do, though?
We didn't forget to watch a movie, did we?
We didn't forget to watch a movie.
Retro movie review.
How young did they look in this movie?
They were so young.
Which Robin Williams already looked old.
Did you pull up how young they were? I kind of want to pull up how young they were. Robin Williams was like, what, 50?
He said he was 50.
He could have been.
Like,
That guy that Dan Butterman is the son.
that doesn't sound familiar at all.
I don't. He really wasn't much of anything.
He looks so familiar.
I don't know. I don't recognize any of his movies that he would have been. I've watched enough, and it says that he was in that. But that's the only thing that I would have seen him.
Callista Flockhart looks so young in this.
And I hope so. She was supposed to be.
She's
supposed to be 18 in them.
Correct. So. And Hank Azaria was so awesome in this movie.
Very funny. Where do I know him? I know him from
Hank
something.
Azaria? Put out everything.
He
was a... What?
Is that why I know him from somewhere?
He was every voice in Simpsons for a long time. I know he was one of the cast of The Simpsons. I think he was a Pooh in The Simpsons, wasn't he?
I don't know. So, fun fact, Callista Flockhart was born in 1964. So she was 32 in this movie portraying an 18-year-old.
Was she really? How did she look so... God, she looked like a child in this movie.
Yes, makeup, I guess.
Yeah, Hank Azaria is Apu from Simpsons.
But I've seen his face. I know him from movies.
Oh, I know. Says he was a Knight of the Museum.
Oh, he is Blue Raja in Mystery Men.
Yep, okay.
One of the movies that we reviewed. That's where I know him from.
He was the Blue Raja. He was also in Dodgeball.
Was it Dodgeball? Was he in Dodgeball? He wasn't on the team, was he?
I want to say... I don't remember what character he played. But I know he was in the movie.
Blue Raja was in Dodgeball?
Oh, he was the young version of Patches O'Houlihan.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
In the training video. Took me a minute. What else was he in? Oh my, just lost his brain. What else was he was? I'm trying to think of what else, because he's been in so many things. Yeah, but
yeah,
just how progressive was this movie?
I don't know. It's, the more we watch these old movies, the more I think all of the like hype about today's movies being progressive is just like overblown.
Like,
they've always been making movies like this. They always have.
Yeah.
There's always been men dressing like women There just always has. For thousands of years, there has been. It's, I don't know. It was hilarious as all get out, though. Several by myself laugh out loud moments. Several. They just.
You're a man, I'm a woman. You're not a woman, you're a man. Oh, that's so offensive, but it's so funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. But what's funny is because of like the things that they said probably wouldn't be okay today, but because they were coming from that side, then that kind of makes it okay. So you're just like, all
Yeah.
right.
But I was I was just kind of blown away by how sexual the movie was, but not towards the main characters.
What do you mean?
Like the main, like all of the every time it showed the Florida, like the South Florida Strip, and there was just the banana hammocks all over the place and scantily clad people. But then you had the couple; they'd kiss each other on the cheek, but there was no,
Yeah.
you know, there wasn't any
Yeah.
big makeout scenes, and the two
They're
guys.
50-year-old dudes. They're
Yeah.
done with making it. They're done with making it.
Yes, Gene Hackman, and
Character was funny.
I said this white would make me look fat. Oh. So, let's go ahead and hop into Metacritic.
All right.
18 critics out of 100.
Man, I think the critics really like this movie. I think they're going to give it an 81.
I do think they liked it, but they didn't like it that much.
Oh, okay.
72.
Oh,
50.
that's high.
What?
I said that's high for a critic review,
Yeah,
but
yeah, 72 is not bad. Users, 58 out of 10.
ooh, this one's gonna be tough. 7.9.
You were real close. 7.8.
Oh.
Oh, this was a
So
remake.
what's the Austin Chronicle have to say about this?
I didn't realize this was a remake.
A remake?
Mike Nicholas remakes La Cage off Foley's. Ooh, ox.
Oh, so he just took a French movie,
Probably is what that.
Americanized it.
Yeah. Okay. So critics had 14 positive, 4 mixed, 0 negative. Users 48 positive, 9 mixed, 1 negative. Entertainment gave it a 91. Enchantingly witty. Man of many words. Real Views gave it an 88. The film is so boisterously entertaining that it's easy for the unsuspecting viewers to not realize that there's a message here.
There's a message? Was I getting propagandized? Oh,
He doesn't say what the message is. The New York Times gave it an 80. An American remake with plenty of new pizzazz.
all right.
Let's get down here to the 40. TV Guide magazine gave it a 40. This drag comedy is aimed squarely at middle America, where these cuddly queens should play very well. Just so long as nobody remembers that gay people don't just sing show tunes and cook delightful meals. They also have sex.
Is that what it said?
That's what it said. That's why I went ahead and read it, because that was just so left field.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
San Francisco Examiner gave it a 63, while Birdcage has many isolated funny moments. Long bits of slowness interrupt the energy. I didn't feel that.
Slowness?
Yeah. I didn't find that. part. Let's get over to Common Sense Media. Kind of excited to see what this has to do. Andrea Beach.
Ooh,
She has to say. I don't remember. I want to say we have had her before. Not really certain. She says 15 plus 4-star. Campy comedy romp with lots of profanity. There was profanity.
There was quite a bit of profanity.
3 parents say 13 plus 4-star. 6 kids say 13 plus 5 stars.
Whoa, the kids love this movie.
Banana hammocks. Sorry, I had to at least say it twice.
Probably not wrong.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Stands out for positive messages and positive role models.
Okay.
Gets a golden star.
All right.
So, let's lead right into positive messages.
Am I guessing?
Yeah, no.
Like I thought you made it like you were just gonna say it, and I was like,
no,
okay.
I said let's go to positive messages.
Okay,
And I was
so
waiting on you.
it stands out.
Froze for a minute.
So it stands out for a positive message.
Yes, it stands out for positive messages and positive role models. What do you think?
Know, I'm gonna say I would give. I'd give positive messages a 4 and role models a 3.
Well, remember, it stands out.
I know, but that as we know, this doesn't mean
anything. Yeah, she gave it a 4 for positive messages. Be true to yourself and your loved ones. If you try to hide who you are or lie about who you are to others, you'll only make matters worse by hurting yourself and those you care about. Keep an open mind when you meet someone who seems really different or strange. We're all just people who want the same opportunities for happiness in life. The son was just an a-hole to both of his parents. Like, he was just acting out of line.
Yeah.
The whole movie. Like, dug himself that hole. Positive role models.
Like I said, I'm going to give it a 3.
Stands out.
I'm going to give it a 3 just because of Robin Williams.
Well, stand out obviously only means it's a 4-star.
Oh, okay.
Because every time they seem to give it that gold star for standing out in those, they only give it a max of 4 stars. I want to know what they say if they give it a 5.
We've seen 5s and nothing's ever been a standout.
But it's not, yeah, exactly. Armand and Albert are a devoted couple who have raised a son to adulthood and run a business together. There are plenty of dramatics in their relationship, but they both model care and loving support of each other and their loved ones. Senator Keeley is overly concerned with how his chances for re-election are affected by his public image and mainly wants to meet the right kind of people. Miss Keeley is mostly a doormat.
Ooh.
Tell us how you truly feel. But eventually calls her husband to task for being superficial and having mixed up priorities. Val's mother, Catherine? I couldn't say that. Couldn't read that properly. Has been estranged from the family for 20 years, but willingly comes back into their lives to help her son out of a jam.
Fun fact, I don't know if people will remember her,
Oh,
but she was Sheldon's mom in The Big Bang Theory.
Oh. I just always remember her from, she was in The Grinch with Jim Carrey.
Oh, was she?
Yeah. She was she's the one that he ends up with at the end of the movie. She's about to marry the mayor.
Have I ever seen that movie? We reviewed it,
Yep.
but did I watch it?
Uh,
Was that one of the movies I didn't watch?
Christine Baranski. Yep, she was in The Grinch.
Okay.
What sitcom was she? What '90s sitcom was she in? She was in.
She was in a '90s sitcom.
I
I don't know. Probably Roseanne. Most of the people that came over to Big Bang Theory was in Roseanne.
Sybil.
Sybil? Never heard of it.
What? What? How dare you? How dare you? Alright, moving on.
All right, yeah.
Violence and scariness.
Has to be. It has to be not present.
Well, they gave it a 1.
Okay, explain.
Early on, Armand breaks down a door in a scene played for comedy. A dinner party discussion includes reference to killing abortion doctors.
That was funny.
Some viewers upset by Robin Williams' death may feel a chill when his character almost says, no, may feel a chill when his character always, I can't read this. Feel a chill when his character says almost in passing that he's going to kill himself. I remember when he said that, my wife was like, too soon? But I don't get how that equates to violence and scariness.
I stick with mine now.
Yeah, I get. All right, this one's a tough one to read. Sex, romance, nudity.
Ooh, this one is a tough one.
Banana hammocks.
That was basically it.
Really was.
So I'm gonna say a 3.
She would agree.
Okay.
South Beach area background people are scantily clad and occasionally semi-nude from the back in G-string swimwear. Household helper Agador bare bottom is seen once when he's also wearing a thong. A nightclub performer is seen grabbing his crotch as in a dance number. A home is decorated with lots of phallic artwork and primitive statues with prominent erect peni are seen.
That's how you say that? That's the plural? Okay.
No, that's just how I.
That's how you pluralize it.
That's how I mean, penises.
Yeah.
We'll call it peni.
I like it. I like it.
So there was a lot. Which they showed the apartment several times. I guess I just never paid attention to how much artwork he had until they really started. Until he started pointing it out.
I actually still never saw it. I saw the bowl when they're like the China bowls. I'm like, are those guys playing leapfrog?
That one, yours has a girl in it. That's a girl. Yeah. Nope. I don't know where you came from, but
you obviously haven't seen a girl before.
All right, language.
There's quite a bit. I can give this a 4.
You could. She gave it a 3. I would have gave it a 4. Most frequently used about a half dozen times is F word and variations. Other strong language used a few times, which includes a-holes, S word, the F word, the other F word that almost is as bad.
The one that'll get you canceled.
Yeah. You could say the really bad one, and people just be like, hey, you can't do that. You say this one, and they kick you off the internet. Use once or twice each, both B words, and a W word, a G dang it, prick, A word, damn, and son of a bee.
That's a lot of words.
I don't. You
And
don't.
how frequent the F bomb was dropped.
I love how they
Okay.
actually spell these words out in this review. Like the
Oh,
F word,
whoops.
they just put F dash dash K.
Oh.
But the other ones, they actually, some of them they dash out, others they don't.
Did they dash out the other F word?
No, it's
Nope.
out there.
Canceled.
A-holes is A dash dash holes, but if you just say the A word, it's all spelled out. Like well, why do you? I don't get it. They could have just said, "There's a lot of cussing." We don't need to be told exactly all the words used.
7 times.
Is it
2
almost
times.
is it almost worse if in a parent review you're typing out all of like the cuss words used? Isn't that almost as bad as saying them? Products and purchases.
Oh
Again.
gosh.
Again, I don't even know how to read this one. What?
Oh,
I don't.
golly. I'm going to say based just on the cars, I'm going to say a 2.
Not present,
Not present. Okay.
but clickable.
Of course it is.
Time, People, and Newsweek magazines are mentioned once. Then that means it's present. That means it's a 1. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I was looking around. I'm like, I do remember now them saying, because I think when they were in the car going to South Beach, to Florida, they mentioned about being on the magazine. Oh, no, when they were in the kitchen talking about the wedding, her family. The mother said that, we do this big wedding and we could be on the covers of Time, People, and it'd be the news of the century. But other than that, there really was not any products at all. Drinking, drugs, smoking.
So there's quite a bit of drinking. You would think there was smoking, but I don't remember seeing it.
Robin Williams was smoked. Robin Williams' character was smoking almost the entire. And the son lights up a couple cigarettes.
So yeah, I'd give it a.
And they're drinking the entire movie.
I'd give it, because it wasn't like over the top and the theme of the movie. They drank and smoked enough for it to be a 4, but because it wasn't emphasized, I would give it a 3.
They gave it a 3. Armand smokes in several scenes, and as does his adult son Val. Adults frequently drink champagne, scotch, and wine, including the 20-year-old son, and are sometimes seen comically swigging from bottles of, like during the house party when the other family was there.
Yeah.
Some scenes take place in a nightclub, and drinks are served to patrons. Armand takes a pill once with his morning coffee. Albert asks for tranquilizers before a performance, but he doesn't know that Aguilar really is just giving him aspirin.
That was funny.
His prin.
Yeah.
That was slick. What parents need to know. Parents need to know that the Birdcage is a fun, comedic romp in an adult setting, a South Beach nightclub with a drag show. There's some strong language, and variations are used a dozen times. Other profanity frequently includes the ones we talked about. Characters are frequently seen drinking, usually with a meal or in a celebration, but sometimes characters comedically guzzle from a bottle. 2 characters are occasionally depicted smoking. A lot of extras in the background are scantily clad, and some phallic home decor items are seen. Some viewers upset by Robin Williams' death may feel a chill when his character says, almost in passing, that he's going to kill himself. I don't know why they have to keep mentioning that. It's like, I guess
Yeah,
I
I
already
don't think so.
Oh, I was gonna read some of those. Just a classic movie. Uh, just I won't say that. We'll say that later. Uh,
Say it later.
no, I don't want to. I don't want to get into that conversation. Such a good movie. People need to watch this movie. Um, it's a
Very,
okay. How about this?
very.
This is a movie about '90s a '90s gay couple. Because
Yes,
almost you don't see that kind of gay man in today's world. Almost that's kind of like gay in the '90s was different than it is now. Just the way you see them acting, their mannerisms a little different. I might get in trouble for that one, but
I think so. I I don't know.
look at Nathan Lane's character, the way he acts.
That's just Nathan Lane.
It might.
It's just him.
That
That
could be
is-
just him. But Robin Williams' character too, where he could pass as a straight man.
So okay. So you had Nathan Lane's character, and when he played the wife, not look kind of like Mrs. Doubtfire.
A lot.
They have
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
bit of Mrs. Doubtfire vibe. Which one came first,
I don't know.
Doubtfire or Birdcage?
I don't know.
I want to know. I know Birdcage came out in '96. I want to know if this was a
93.
throwback. So it was '93.
Yeah,
So I wonder if that outfit was inspired by Mrs. Doubtfire.
probably.
or that
Because my
character.
wife made a comment about that too.
It was kind of.
Oh, she was making a comment about one of the drag queens in the first dance number that started the movie. About how one of the drag queens looked like they were wearing the same dress that Leguizamo's character was wearing in Tuong Fu. The orange dress.
I didn't catch that one. The one with the frills.
I don't remember. I wasn't paying that much attention. Speaking of other movies, what do we want to watch this week? I have an idea.
Go with it, because I don't. So whatever you got, let's go with it.
Let's make a movie that I have to watch with my wife and she will cry. I
Oh,
have to find it first.
kind of dark and sad.
Another Robin Williams movie.
Also dark and sad.
Hey, have you seen a movie called What Dreams May Come?
Man. I'd have to let me on the old interwebs.
Oh, that was a '98 movie, so that fits in. It's going to be hard for you to find.
No, I have not seen that.
It's a Robin Williams movie. It's probably... We could either watch... Have you watched Dead Poet Society?
Yes.
Dead Poet Society or What Dreams May Come? Which one do you want to watch?
I want to watch What Dreams May Come.
God, I don't want to watch this one. I
I've
haven't
seen
seen it in so long.
Dead Poet Society a few times, and
Let's do What
it-
Dreams May
it-
Come.
it is a good one, but I've
it's a-
never seen this one, so I want to watch it.
I don't want to give too much away of the movie, but it's a sad, depressing movie. It's good. It's a very beautiful, colorful movie.
Yeah.
It hits on some topics that are not easy to discuss. You will cry in this movie, more than likely.
Oh, snap. Oh, gosh. All right.
You're dead inside if you don't shed a tear in this movie. I have it on DVD over there. That me and the wife have watched it once when we bought it years ago, and we're like, we can't do this anymore. But I've been wanting to watch it again because it is a good movie.
Yeah.
But it's got Cuba Gooding Jr. in it.
Yeah.
So we'll watch What Dreams May Come.
All right.
I like finding movies that you haven't seen.
I like finding movies I haven't seen. That's fun.
We'll watch. I didn't realize that this was 98. I thought this was like 2006, 2007. I thought this was newer. So, good to. We'll have to do. We'll have to do Dead Poet Society later. You need to start coming up with movies I haven't seen.
You've seen everything, though.
No, I have not. Oh, still on the hunt for that movie we were talking about last week or the week before, the that one that we just can't find anywhere. Still on the hunt for that one. Still about Thor.
Oh, not Sling Blade.
Sling Blade, yeah. Still on the hunt for that one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I need to. Which you
Need to
have
go-
some
I need to
video
dig.
stores there in the town you live in
That could have it.
that could it'd be. I keep meaning to go to some places and see if I could find 2 copies so I could send you one. We can.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me set a reminder in my phone,
Okay.
and I'll try to check that out tomorrow. I'll try to stop by a couple places.
Sweet. I think we're gonna. You got anything else?
I don't think so.
All right. Let's. Wait. Oh, come on! Don't do this.
Do it.
Oh, my computer is just absolutely. It forgets that it has to do things.
Rude computer.
It doesn't like to. Doesn't like to multitask much anymore. Well, you have a good one. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.